how has he just continued not only to add to this team, but really lengthen the lineup?
I think the thing that stands out for me is we're in a pennant race, and not having played for call it 3 months, and to get back, hit the ground running, understand every play, every at bat is important, and for him to pick us up. So he's obviously done that on the offensive side, and we've needed every bit of it. Tonight with the big bases clearing double allowed us to stay away from Kopech, and that has a exponential effect on our ball club, and so it's just really good to have him. And you look at the length of the lineup and what we did with those starters this series was a clinic. You could argue that that starting staff over there is tops in baseball, and grinding those guys, getting to the pen, like I said, was one of our more impressive 3-game series as far as beating a starter.
Would you say when you look at just the series with that idea of you are in a pennant race, do you think this week exemplifies what you were seeing from your team and how they are not necessarily stepping up to compete, but showing up to perform too?
I think so, yeah, and I think that when you look at 9 guys that you can run out there that are gonna compete and put it back together, put the ball in play, it's taxing on a pitcher, and so that's kind of how this roster was built. And so now we're getting the pieces back to health, and so when it comes and you can kind of see it in action, you're seeing the fruits of it. So tonight it was Max, Mookie had a big hit, another big hit, and then it's going to be Freddie, and it's going to be Shohei. So just across the board, and I think also Shohei's taking great bats. He's taking walks, he's hitting balls, swinging at balls that are in the strike zone, and I think that when he looks in front of him, behind him, around him, that's going to make him a better, more dangerous hitter. And so we have that now up and down the lineup, and even Will took a couple nice swings tonight. So if we get him on track, it's going to be a lot of fun.
With Max, how difficult is it to go from not just the time he missed, but then how quickly, once he did start swinging again, to get ramped up and go into the kind of week he had here coming back to you guys?
Very difficult, very difficult. I think that just speaks to the focus in the sense of he doesn't have a chance to feel his way back into Major League Baseball because these games all matter. So, but to know that and then to do it, very difficult.
Can that be a good thing for him, especially a guy who can go on hot and cold streaks, to kind of have that pressure or urgency?
I think so. I think so. A guy that plays every day, essentially, to know that you don't have the margin to kind of feel your way back, and to kind of, you've got to be productive right now. And so it was good, though, for him to get off on a good start and get the confidence, and that should continue to kind of grow.
Dave, how big of an impression has Kevin Kiermaier made?
He's been great. I mean, on the field, defense, obviously you see that. The tough at-bats, the grindy at-bats. He doesn't mind being in the 9-hole, understands his role, impacting Gavin and other guys, how they play, run the bases. Those things are tangible things. And so he's a veteran player, and I don't know, I heard earlier that he was contemplating retiring after this year. So this is a guy that, he's emptying the tank. And so there's a refound joy, energy, and it's affecting all of our guys.
And how much of a push is he making to stick on this roster even when everyone's healthy?
He's making a very good case. So obviously CT's coming back, so we still got talk through the off day and see how things are going to play out. And this roster's going to look on the position player side a little different on Friday.